Hello everyone. So today also we are going to continue with the inventory system. So today this is what I'm going to work on. So now here if I press great sword, you can see character equip the great sword, and if I press the one-handed sword, character equip the one-handed. First it destroys, so we remove the great sword and equip the one-handed sword. And similarly we can equip the shield as well. And again, if I have this both, if I want to equip the great sword, then they are removed and the great sword is enabled. So we have to do some extra work here because I had designed these systems to work with the gameplay ability system, and in here I wanted to avoid collecting any more weapons if I already have this weapon. But now that we have the inventory system, I want to override that and allow a character to have these weapons like this. Now here, as you can see, we can change it to any weapon available in the inventory as we place. Okay, now here we have the great sword. Okay, so yeah, this is what we are going to work on today. And before we get started, I'd like to remind you, you can download the project files of this project and all other thousands of projects that I have done from my Patreon page. Once you become a member, you can download anything without any limits. And this is a part of this action RPG with gameplay ability system series, so you can watch all other episodes as well from this playlist. I'll leave the link to the playlist in the description. Okay, and let's head back to today's episode. Okay, so this is the place that we stopped the implementation in the last tutorial. Here I can go to the main hand selection, and if I select sword, it is applied to the character, but if I try to select the great sword, I can't apply it, but I can apply the shield. So the reason is because great sword collecting ability is blocked if I already have a sword or a shield. If I already have the sword, character does not allow, the ability is blocked. Let me show that. Here, great sword, collect great sword. Here we have activation blocked tags as weapons.greatsword, weapons.shield, or weapons.sword. So now that's why I can't select a weapon through the interface. So what I want to do is overriding that and destroy the current weapon and allow adding the new weapon. So because this is the inventory stage, so it's okay to do that. If I already have collected the weapon, it's okay to override those settings. Those things were only meant when I already have a weapon, and if I see a weapon dropped in the ground. In that scenario, it made sense to block collecting another weapon if I already have that. So that's why I add those blocked tags. Anyway, now let's see how to fix that for the interface. So let me first go to the UI and widget right hand weapons. Okay, now here if I go, so this is where the weapon is selected. Okay, now let me collapse this and collect, or let's call it apply weapon. Okay, Maybe it would be easier if I just promote this to a variable. Weapon to apply. Weapon to apply. Okay. Now, so here, let me get some space and connect it like this, connect it like this. Now, before we try to apply, we have to destroy any existing weapon and remove gameplay tags applied to those weapons. So to do that, so if let's first look into how to destroy the existing weapons. So here is something that I need to consider. If I let me go here first. If I'm trying to apply the sword, then if I already have some sword, a right-handed sword, then I need to destroy it. And if I try to add shield, if I already have a sword, then it doesn't matter if I have a sword, because the shield is going into the other hand. But if I try to apply the greatsword is a two-handed weapon, so I have to destroy both weapons, that if I already have any right-handed or left-handed weapons. So I currently don't have a way to distinguish that weapon type. Here I have an enumeration e-weapons, and if I open the PP sword, here I have a variable called weapon type. This here, it basically shows sword, shield, greatsword. So let's add a new enumeration. Blueprint enumeration. I'll call it e-weapon class, and I'll add left handed, right handed, two-handed. Okay, maybe later on we might need things like bow, but for now that's all I need. And so here I have a bit of a problem. The sword, the greatsword is child of the sword, but this shield is a separate class. So what I think, it would be easier for me if I have a common parent, so for all the weapons. So I'll name a new class PP weapon base, and here I'll implement BPI weapon. I have already implemented this weapon, BPI weapon, in these classes, but that shouldn't be a problem. So here let's reparent this to weapon base. Okay, nothing is broken. Good. And I'll do the same for the shield as well. The reason that I'm doing this is so that I can define the weapon class variable in this common parent without any problem. So weapon class, this should be a weapon class. By default it's left-handed, so for the sword I'll override it to right-handed. For the shield, it has to be left-handed, so I don't need to change it. And for the greatsword, it has to be two-handed. Okay, now what next? Oh, we might need a new interface variable function, get weapon class, and the output type should be a weapon class. Weapon class. On a side note, I think it would be better if I have a category for this weapon. Just for organization purposes. Okay, now in the weapon base I can implement get weapon class, simply return the weapon class, right? All right, now let's go back here. So this is dimension, this is weapon index. Okay, now the next step is how do we destroy the existing weapons? So for that, this is not actually the weapon class, this is weapon collectible class. Okay, let me get defaults. Okay, now here we have the collectible actor class. So this would contain a weapon for weapon collectibles. So oh, I can't use functions here. Get weapon, no class, no. Okay, let me cast this to weapon base. Yeah, cast to BP weapon base, and now I can get defaults, and from the defaults we can access weapon class. It's already enabled here somehow, I don't know why. So yeah, now based on this class we can decide which weapon to destroy if the character already has any weapons. So to do that, let me open my character blueprint. It's here. Now this character blueprint implements a BPI weapon wielder. Let me go there and add a new function, destroy weapons, and here as an input e-weapon type. Oh sorry, weapon class. Okay, now let's go here Here I have weapon R, weapon L. Destroy weapons. Let me collapse this right away. So that we don't have to worry about getting things cluttered. And now let me have a switch. So if we want to destroy the left-handed weapon, weapon L, we can check is valid, and then if yes, we can destroy actor, but that's not enough, because the reason is when I collect a weapon, I add certain tags to the character. So here, not here. Yeah, when we collect a weapon, I apply this weapons.sword. I apply this GE collect sword effect, which add weapons.sword into the character's ability system. Now, if this gameplay tag is there, the system will not allow adding a new weapon. So for example, another sword or the great sword. So I need to make sure that these relevant tags are also removed. But how? Okay, at the moment I don't have any variables or anything that represents the tags that will be added when this weapon is added to a character. So therefore we're gonna have to add a new variable. That's the only way I can think of now. Weapon tag should be in the type of gameplay tag container. Yeah, it's empty, but for the sword I'll make it weapons sword, and for the shield, weapons dot shield, and for the great sword, weapons dot great sword, remove sword. Here also only shield. Okay. Now in the weapon, best BPI weapon, I'll add a function get weapon tag, and at the output gameplay tag container weapon tag. Okay, and here get weapon tag. Actually we couldn't use get weapon class anywhere yet. maybe we won't need it for now because I was using the variable directly. Okay, that's not relevant for this, for here. Now get the ability system, remove active effects with granted tags, and do this. Now this should remove any effects that applies that weapon tag. Okay, now that only remove the weapon left. So let me collapse this to a macro. Destroy weapon macro. Okay, now I can use it 3 times and right-handed weapon R and two-handed. So if it is two-handed, we actually need to destroy both weapons because I don't have a weapon two-handed variable, so it would be applied to the weapon R. When I collect the great sword, that's what happens. But here when I want to destroy, if I want to destroy two-handed, that actually means I call this function before I apply or collect a two-handed weapon, so I need to destroy them both. So I do this. This actually is a bit confusing, but this should work. Okay, now back to here. We can get player character, destroy weapons, and pass weapon class and continue. Alright, let's try now. Sword collected, and when I press this, the weapon was destroyed, but that didn't work. Why? Okay, I forgot to implement this get weapon tag function in the BP weapon base. Now it should work. Let's see. Equip sword, equip great sword, equip shield. It's not working. Normal sword is working. Okay, so the shield is not working for some reason. When I have the great sword, I can't equip this shield, but that's correct. But still I should be able to destroy the great sword and equip this shield. Why? Oh, here we have a problem. So when I try to equip the shield, it calls this destroy weapons with weapon class left-handed, so it only tries to destroy whatever the weapon in the left hand. But if we have a two-handed weapon, then of course we need to destroy that too. So a simple fix would be, this is something I did for testing, I don't need it. A simple test would be, regardless of the weapon type that I am going to equip, I will have to check if I have a two-handed weapon, then I need to destroy that as well. So where should we do that? Maybe here. Weapon L, weapon R, get weapon class. Oh, this is where I'm going to use the class. If this is, let's have a switch. So if this is a two-handed, if it is one-handed, it should go here, two-handed, it should go here. And if it is left-handed, it should go here, right-handed, it should go here. But two-handed, then I have to destroy both. Hope it makes sense. Because to allow collecting any weapon, if I already have a two-handed weapon, then I need to destroy it. So, oh wait. This is actually a bad design. We don't really need this at all. If this is two-handed, then I need to the sequence, call this and this, just to make sure this happens. Okay, now let's try. Okay. No. Wait, did I break anything in here? Oh, sorry. I should have connected here. And I need to leave this. To allow picking up great sword. Okay, alright, okay. Oh, animation is wrong, but okay. Weapon class. This part is problematic. We need to clean it up. So how? Okay. So if we are trying to destroy the left-handed and here, let's add a sequence. First this, and this. Make sure this is a validated get. Call destroy. Okay, here, like this. Now I should not get the non-error. Yeah, Alright, now regarding the animation, for that let's make the character unequip if they have any weapons first. So to do that, well, same as here, I would need to unequip this and get the character, get ability system component, and instead of equip, this should be unequip, and we need to allow enough time to do all those things, do the animation. So let's have a delay of 1 second here. That should be enough. Right, now let's see. Entry, okay. Okay. Alright, that seems a bit unnecessary, but let's see this. Yeah, that's good. And share. Okay. Okay. Alright, so it's working now. And I can go back, and here we have the sword and shield. Now go back, equip the great sword, and here now we have the great sword. Great, it's working. Okay, so finally we can stop this episode right here. So next time also we have more work to do with the inventory system to complete this. And so as for now, I haven't distinguished right-handed weapons and left-handed weapons because I'm keeping them both in the same inventory, but I need to distinguish them so that through this I will have only right-handed, and through this I will only have left-handed, and we have a bunch of other stuff as well. So yeah, let's implement all these things one by one in future episodes. And thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.